Welcome to our podcast, voted one of the best in the marketing research industry in 2019 and 2020, and now newly designated as one of the top market research videos seen on YouTube by FeedSpot. This is Research Business Daily Report. We are the only daily research news video, and we've been so for the last 10 years. We do rely on viewer support. We'll tell you at the end of today's video how you can contribute. I'm Bob Lederer, in my 27th year as the respected voice in market research. For marketers and researchers, changes in consumer behavior as the direct result of the pandemic are, of course, a critical and enduring focus. There is hardly a consumer product category where sales and profits were not directly impacted by the coronavirus as it hit on the everyday lives and habits of consumers. Now, the fact is that there are no two product categories that experienced precisely identical production, volume, distribution, and other problems. But now, one of the most heavily COVID-influenced businesses that every consumer will relate to now, as they did at the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic, is toilet paper. The rush that so many of us felt to ensure that we had a supply of toilet paper is something that we'll be telling our grandkids and laughing about years from now. And we've come across a study from MFour. It's an engrossing look into the toilet paper category, and it brings clarity to the evolutionary changes that took place in consumer thinking and behavior. Some of the consumer impact has been long-lasting, as you will hear in a plethora of statistics we're about to lay on you. And everything that you hear now is a light to some long-awaited consumer attitudes and buying behavior that is crucial to the immediate post-pandemic future and beyond. Now, MFour commissioned Survey on the Go to identify those people who were just having shopped at Costco and were willing to talk to them. And of the 185 interviewees, 61% admitted they had stocked up on toilet paper when COVID hit. Interestingly, 64% said they never ran out of toilet paper during the virus pandemic. But the product has traditionally been a prized at-home item. What do I mean by that? 43% of these people said they've been stockpiling toilet paper at home before the coronavirus even hit. When COVID did hit and delirious hoarding began, 87% of these MFour respondents revealed that their toilet paper stockpile lasted them a couple of months or maybe a little less. In a crucial learning for manufacturers in the toilet tissue category, 59% of these respondents said they are still afraid of a future shortage, and their fears of shortages aren't limited just to this one product category. In fact, many of them said they foresee the possibility of a food shortage. The 59% who fear a future toilet paper shortage is 38% above the 43% of respondents who declared to MFour that they are accustomed to stockpiling toilet paper. Now, the pandemic altered the buying habits for 42% of these respondents in terms of where they did their shopping. 83% say they are more likely to buy toilet paper in-store now than before. Interesting, wouldn't you say, given the general online sales and delivery boom that was experienced particularly by Amazon after the virus hit. 48% of toilet paper shoppers stated that their COVID experience changed their brand preferences, and a much larger 87% said they were willing to buy a different brand. But 85% of these respondents say they have now returned to the original brand from before the pandemic. 67% of these 185 consumers are currently stockpiling. 43% report that their present stockpile had some leftovers from the pandemic. 52% claim they are stockpiling more than they did before the pandemic. That may go to the fears about future shortages. 31% intend to maintain supplies that'll give them at least a month's supply. 20% said it'll last at least a couple of months. Clearly, all these percentages represent an overwhelming amount of category data for a toilet brand manager. They can digest it and correlate it with their internal brand-specific information. And it's a prime example of the kind of knowledge that every product category looks forward to having in its possession, if that doesn't already happen to be the case. But multiply that by the myriad competitive brands in each category, and it can leave your head spinning. We hope yours is not. That's a wrap on today's Research Business Daily Report. And as we mentioned at the start of today's video, we hope you'll become a supporter because our video series is viewer supported. And by being supportive, we call it a Patreon supporter, you'll go ahead and approve providing a monthly contribution, which you can do by visiting our exclusive crowdfunding platform at patreon.com/RBDR. When you get there, you can select a level of support that leaves you comfortable, and whatever that may be. Thank you very much. We hope you have a good research day and that this has been a solid, good first week of 2022 for you business-wise. Please enjoy the weekend, and we'll be back here to welcome you on Monday. And until then, please, as we always say, stay safe.